Pastor and Lady Smith, to the MC, Bishop Flounder, to the entire Coley family. When I was trying to even decide what to wear tonight, I said, I'm not going to do black, I'm going to do a neutral color in honor of him. As the young lady before me said, many of you knew him as a son, a brother, husband, father, a maestro, pianist, a psalmist. But I had written down even before she said it, I knew him more importantly, though I even pastored him for a little while, as a friend. And in the Old Testament, there's a verse that says, hitherto you are no longer my servant, but a friend.
Yes, sir.
I said, God, what's the difference between a servant and a friend? He said, a friend tells each other secrets. Daryl Coley was a man that you could tell a secret and you wouldn't hear it. Look at your neighbor and say, you don't know nothing about that. Because some of y'all catch half of a secret and the whole church know before church is out. And I thought back to when I said, how did this man become a part of my life? When did I meet him? I have two daughters, Wendy and Whitney send her love and hugs to you guys. Bishop Robert McMurray had a church in Los Angeles called Bethany Apostolic Church. He had a concert and he had the Hawkins singers to come. And my daughter Wendy, who sings, she was real little, and he said, we're going to let Wendy be one of the ones that open up. So I went, you know, my little girl, I got her a little dress and some socks with laces on, because you know you want to look like you know what you're doing. And they set us on the side after those that opened up for those artists that were being featured. And Pastor Daryl Coley was playing the piano. And I mean, he was playing it. And they were singing, the group was singing. But in between the notes of the singers and the piano, I heard someone doing runs. I majored in music at Chapman College, so I know runs when I hear it. And I said, who's that? And it was him. I said, oh my God, he needs to be on the stage. So after the service, I told him, I said, I heard you over those notes you were playing. I said, you need to be on the stage. He said, I do sometimes. I said, you were such a blessing. Somehow that connected us. Look at your neighbor and say, you are one compliment away from a connection. Some of you are so arrogant with your gift and your calling, you can't tell nobody else nothing. But you may be one person and one compliment away from blessings. Because from that conversation, so significant seasons of my life, Pastor Daryl Coley was there. He was there when my husband, Bishop Wanda Davis, died. And he sang at that funeral. He was there when I was inaugurated as a pastor and sang. Because they asked me, who's your favorite singer? I said, Pastor Daryl Coley. But he wasn't pastor then, so I probably just said Daryl Coley. And they had, I thought, just a CD playing. And then the curtain opened and he stepped out in the middle of that singing. I'll never forget that. Then when I lost my mind for a moment and remarried, see, I'm saying what some of y'all think. Some of y'all lost your mind too. You wish you hadn't. He sang at that wedding. And there were many times that we would be going and laugh, you needed to. Because if I didn't find some things funny tonight, I would have been crying. I'm going to miss him. He was a phenomenal person, not just an entertainer and a gospel artist. He was a great man.
Indeed.
And y'all laughed so maybe forget how I was going to close it out. In all of my conversations with Pastor Daryl, he would be honest and open. And so tonight, I'm going to be honest and open with all of you. I want you to look down the road that you're sitting on. Look, just look at that person. And tell them, say, you got a date with death. Get yourself ready.